project was very much about confidence and emancipation. Because as an acting student, I really want to work internationally. But somehow it has this very like mystical sense over it that it's really difficult to go
abroad.
yeah, and work with people you have never met, and like where do you even find them? Yeah.
Yeah.
So
I
really,
see.
this was a great way to bring people from other countries together in the same room, really, and open up new possibilities for future projects. I feel like this is very beneficial for us thinking about the future. Now we have all these new people in our lives who live in another country.
Yeah, yeah, and I think so. I think that we have the variation of cultures in Europe is huge, and everybody has their cultural heritage and traditions. And in a way that I feel that if we ever wanna feel one as Europe, art is a beautiful way of reaching that goal. Kind of sharing your uh, culture and your traditional thinking. And now we got to know the tradition of Shakespeare, and we did it very traditional way
Yeah.
first, very strict way. Like when you look at Shakespeare acting, it's a very strict cube. You have to stay inside that cube. And on the other hand, we likewise we shared our traditional dances and our working culture in theater, and we combined those two, and through this new media or through this project, which was unconventional in itself, I now think of Shakespeare a little different. I actually felt kind of free doing Shakespeare, even though it was first it was like this is too strict, this is too conventional for me. But through this way of working, I felt like, hey, yeah, I have some freedoms when I'm doing Shakespeare. Yeah, feels good. Way of the future.
And also for me, the form of working, because there is the screen, and at first it felt so bizarre working with it, and this small delay
Yeah.
and everything. It was a little bit
Yeah.
difficult to grasp the moment.
Yeah.
But once we got the hold of it, it was really like a very magical experience almost.
It
to
was,
have these
yeah.
people in the same room with you, and also another country, like life-sized. And also the form is so weird that it makes you really concentrate. So the time was used very well.
Yeah,
I feel.
yeah, and I feel like that small like pause or that time change between
Yeah.
the images of the screens, I think that's gonna disappear. Once the technique goes
Yeah.
further on. And actually, I was all the time I was waiting like, hey, they're gonna jump in here through that screen like
Yeah.
any moment now,
Yeah,
any
yeah.
day, then they're gonna run and end up here.